I look forward to meeting him. Very from Kenya, and the matrosis specialist. You know, since I started posting his videos where he prays and sings with his patient before any surgical procedure, I've had a lot of comments, people commenting, "Wow, this is great! This is so good." Some persons will even say, I'd love to be in the hands of this doctor because wow, 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 wow. What a good way to fall asleep before a medical surgery, before medical procedure. But then we still have others who said, come on, come on. This doctor should get serious with his job. What is he praying? What is he singing for? He's a professional. He shouldn't be mixed. Professionalism should not be mixed in any way with religion. Moreover, he practiced Christianity, and you have people of other religion coming to the hospital. So how is he going to handle that and all of that? So for those who are very sensitive religious, those who have very serious religious mindset, or very sensitive, they've been complaining, putting up negative comment concerning faith-based medical care. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is what Safe to Speak want to converse with you. We Safe to Speak want to converse with you over this issue, because at Safe to Speak we open doors to honest conversation. So this is no big deal. We just want to have an honest conversation concerning this. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think should uh, medicals? What do you think should medical doctors or surgeons, should they pray and sing before medical emergency? Should they pray and sing before medical emergency? What is your thought? I'd like to hear from you. So this is what we are going to be discussing tonight. This is what we are going to be discussing tonight. Every one of um, every single one of us. So I welcome you again. This is Safe to Speak. We open doors to honest conversations. We open doors to honest conversations. So yeah, let's get on with the conversation. I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to hear from you. But before then, let me make this clear. Safe to Speak is not in any way propagating the replacement of science or medical care with prayer. Safe to Speak is not advocating for anything like that, but rather, Safe to Speak is advocating for, during the process of medical care, Safe to Speak is advocating for compassion. Some Safe to Speak is advocating for faith. Safe to Speak is advocating for emotional support. Safe to Speak is advocating for humanity. So whatever make the patient emotionally ready for medical profession, for medical procedure, that's what Safe to Speak is after. All right. So we are not in any way advocating for that prayer should take over medical procedure. Not at all. Not at all. So Safe to Speak is not. That's not what we are saying tonight, and that is why you absolutely have to be part of this conversation. So I want everyone joining us tonight to honestly share their thoughts. Please share your thoughts honestly and respectfully, because as Safe to Speak, we open doors to honest conversation. So let your conversation be honest. Let it be honest. Speak honestly how you feel about this subject, how you feel about this. Speak honestly. Okay, so that's what Safe to Speak is pushing forward tonight. So what do you think? Should hospital remain strictly professional, and not bring in faith, religion, prayers whatsoever into the hospital? What do you think? I like to hear from you. So let's discuss this. I would go over to check if you have if your comments have started coming in. You know, me personally, I have I have always advocate for faith-based medical care, where compassion, friendliness, and then compassion, friendliness, and a calm atmosphere, an atmosphere that is able to calm nerves and put out fear from patients. Simply go to the hospital knowing that for prayer you can request to take a walk, and the doctor will be all smiles and say, "Come on, my dear, go on," just like Dr. Joe Jaggi would do. So tell me, I'd like to hear from you. Come on in, share this broadcast. Share this broadcast. Okay, I've seen a comment from someone drawn out of water. He said, "This is truly inspiring. This is truly inspiring." Well, yes, yes, this is inspiring. This is inspiring. Yes, certainly, this is inspiring. But I like to hear from you. I like to hear from you. I like to know what you think about this. So keep your comment coming in. I like to talk about it. I like to know what you are thinking of, what your mind is, what's your experience like. The last time the last time you were in the hospital, whether for medical procedure yourself, for a family member, or you went visiting a friend and all of that, what was it like? What was it like? Were you um, allowed to pray with your friend while at the hospital? Were you allowed to pray yourself for yourself? Were you allowed to pray for the medical team before they carry out any procedure or any treatment on you? Were you allowed to pray? I like to hear from you. This is very important. And share this. Subscribe to this channel, and you'll be getting to know and to hear more from us. Subscribe, share, encourage your loved ones to share. On this channel, we open doors to honest conversations, those conversations that people sometimes are not willing to talk about, those conversations that no one is talking about, but is very key to our lives, is very key to our development, is very key to our health, but nobody is talking about it. So Safe to Speak is bringing up these conversations so we can have them and we'll be better informed moving forward, so that the next time, as I said, you are going to the hospital, you would know exactly what to do. The next time you are going to visit someone in the hospital, you know exactly what to do. And the next time a family member is hospitalized, you know exactly what to do. Maybe you just have to pray before you enter the hospital, or you need to pray from home. Who knows? I like to hear from you. Let me check and see who is on. What do you think? If you are just joining us, what do you think? Should prayers be allowed? Should prayers, worship songs be allowed in our hospital, especially before medical procedure, or the doctor should simply focus on their job, which is science? Should they just focus on science and not bring faith? And does a doctor, is it ideal for a doctor to also request, maybe a doctor like Joe Njagi? I'm not surprised. He could ask his patient if they could pray, if they could take a worship song. He could ask his patient, is it right for him to do that? I like to hear from you. What do you think? What do you think about this? What do you think about this? Share, share, share. Okay, okay. Someone has commented, I think patients should be granted someone, a pastor or someone who can worship and pray with them. Oh, when they are about to go through a procedure. Well, this is amazing. Someone is thinking that perhaps there should be, hospital should have a pastor who can be invited to come and pray with a patient before medical procedure. A pastor or someone who is basically faith-based, to pray with patients before any medical procedure. So that is what at Drawn Out of Water is saying. So what are you saying? Share this live broadcast. More people need to come up. We need to we need to um, hear from you. We need to know what you are saying concerning this. As I said before, you have to share this so that more and more persons would get to see we get to see this, and it's important. It's an important conversation we are having here, and I believe this will get us very much more informed. What do you think? What do you think? Should doctors allow patients to take a worship song, like Dr. Njagi, his favorite song, Christu Wane ni Mayote, you know, that's one of his favorite songs. He sings that almost every single time with his patients, with the members of staff. He sings that a lot, and I've come to love that song very well. So, what do you think? Should songs be allowed? Should prayers be allowed? Share this and subscribe. We need more people to hear this, and I'd like to hear from you as well. So subscribe, share, and I want to see your comment. What are your thoughts concerning this? What are your thoughts concerning this? Now, let me see if I can do that song by Dr. Joe Unjagi. Kristu wane neema yote impishamo yo wangu mifulizo ya baraka inaamsha shangwe kuu. Unifunze nikupende nikuanda mekote moyo wangu ukajaya furahana tumaini. I take it again. Kristu wane ni mayote imbishamo yo wangu mofulizo ya baraka inaamsha shangwe kuu. Unifunze nikupende nikuanda mekote moyo wangu ukajaya furaana tumaini. Come on, this is good, and I think I'm making progress with the song. This Dr. Joe Njagi's favorite. So what are you saying? What are you saying? I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to hear your thoughts concerning this. What are your thoughts? Should prayers, music, faith be allowed before a medical procedure? Should that be allowed, or the doctor should simply turn it down even when patients request it? Should that be the case? What do you think? I'd like to hear from you from the comment section, whether you are watching live now or you are watching later. I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to hear from you. Should it be allowed? Should it be encouraged? Are you going to advocate for that? Me personally, I'm advocating for prayers and worship before medical procedure, because I believe this will calm the patient. This will calm the patient. It will boost faith. It will kick out fear. And I believe even the experts, the doctors, they want a patient to be fully emotionally ready for the procedure before it commences. So that level of compassion is absolutely necessary. And what ways can you get that? From prayer, from music, from worship, you can get that. So I'm really advocating for that faith could go hand in hand with medical procedure. So what do you think? I like to hear from you. Whether you're watching live now or you are joining later or you're watching this video later, I'd like to hear from you. But please, I would encourage you to subscribe, share this. More people need to see and more people need to know about this channel. This channel is doing a lot to talk about what happens in the health sector, because we're interested in God's people becoming healthier. We are so interested. So we are pushing for this, that medical care should come with compassion. Medical care should come with love. It should come with understanding. So all healthcare workers should be able to give out medical care with understanding, with compassion, and in love. All right. So that's what me personally am advocating for. What do you say about that? What are your thoughts? I'd like to know. Okay. So I I want to I want to say this. Let me see if I can bring that up. What someone is saying. Let me see. Okay. So basically, whether you are live now with us or not, as I said earlier, share this page, send your comments, and trust me, we are going to respond to every one of your comments. So now, as I round up tonight, I want to leave these thoughts to every one of you. I hope we do know that healing is not just physical. Healing is not just physical. Sometimes healing begins with hope. You giving hope to the patient. Sometimes healing begins with peace. It begins with humanity. Healing begins with compassion and knowing that you are not alone. So, what better way to do to achieve all of this? For me, it is through prayer, through worship, especially what makes the patient feel comfortable and ready emotionally for the procedure. So, I'm saying to you tonight, I'm saying to you, to every health workers tonight, the next time you are to undertake any medical procedure, please, if your patient asks for prayer, allow your patient to pray that moment, just for a minute or less, just for a few minutes. If that will give the patient hope, that will bring peace to the patient, please allow that. Somebody jokingly said something. He said, well, I'd like to pray before surgery, because once they put me to sleep and I didn't come back, I know I've made peace with God and I'm going to heaven. What a good way to die. So well, that's on a lighter note, but I really encourage that. I advocate for that. I advocate for compassion, for humanity, for love in the healing process. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you, and my honest and heartfelt prayer that God would restore the health of everyone that will come across this video. It's my prayer that God will restore your health. God will bring healing to you in the name of Jesus Christ. If you have to go through any medical procedure, as you go through the medical procedure, I want you to know you are not alone. Safe to Speak is with you. God is with you. And your healing will definitely come. The medical procedure would be successful, and you'll be back again on your feet. So thank you so very much for staying with me tonight. The God that I serve bless you. May he make his face to shine upon you, grant you health, be gracious to you, and bless you beyond your widest expectations. See you next time. But before I go, be reminded tomorrow is our scheduled prayer watch time at 9 p.m. West African time. Don't miss it for anything. That prayer session is very, very important. So I'd like you want us to pray with you. Um, you want us to pray for someone, a friend, a family member, a colleague. Send in their names in the comment section or send us an email. We are going to mention the names during the live session, and we are going to pray. And we trust God that he will do what only he can do. At the same time, we also appreciate health workers all over the world. Any exceptional health workers have been a blessing to you, that I treated you with humanity, with compassion and love. We would like to know. Please send in their names. We'll mention their names on this channel, and we'll be praying for them as well, that God will continue to strengthen them, keep them healthy, keep their families healthy, so that they'll continue to discharge their God-given duty with compassion, with love, with humanity, and then we'll be making the world healthier again. Thank you. My name is Chris Uloko, the founder of Safe to Speak, and this is Safe to Speak. We open doors to honest conversations, and you are not alone. Thank you.